Hello and welcome to Freedom March. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Leland Miller. You're listening to us on channel 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224, that's on cable, channel 112, that's over on Flow, and of course ILTV Studios. But wherever you're choosing to listen to us today, thank you so much for listening to us. As always, or as often, I'm joined in studio by the spiritual advisor, extraordinary and plenipotentiary. He's the spiritual advisor for the whole Bahamas, I'm told. Bradley Rule. Bradley, welcome to Freedom March. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, great to be here, and you always get me in trouble.
Yeah? Wow. Well, listen, what would life be without a little trouble in it, eh?
Indeed.
Any
indeed.
day you wake up and you do not have trouble in your life,
challenges, yeah.
chances are you woke up there. Do you know why?
Because on this side, you'll always have them,
Because the scripture guarantees it. What does the scripture say about it? The scripture says a man that is born of a woman is but of a few days. And
plenty troubles.
his life is full of sorrow.
Yeah, plenty troubles, man.
Yeah. So if you wake up and you have no trouble, my friend,
you're not
chances are you woke up there.
Yeah, you're not alive.
Right? So if you go, listen, if your light bill high today, say, thank God my light bill high. Although Jobette tell me she was to fix that, that means I'm dead. If you wake up this morning and ain't no gas is in your car, say, boy, I wish they would take the tax down on gas. But the fact that I know gas high means I'm dead. When you go to lunch today and you spend $60 because you want to eat a local fish out of the local water caught by a local fisherman, don't worry about that. Just say, even though this godfish, I could pay the $60 for godfish because at least that means I wake up dead. Yeah?
Indeed.
Because the scripture promises, Bradley,
that in this life,
that a man born of a woman
has but a few days,
is of a few days, and his life
is full of trouble.
Full of trouble. My goodness, isn't that wonderful? And not even in our scripture for the day.
That's something to think about.
Yeah. So don't come tell me, but you have no problem. Tony Watley used to say, everybody in life burden is the heaviest to tow. That's a lesson I learned from him in construction. Everybody in life, he said, Miller, you think your life hard? The man with the half-pound bag think his bag heavy. Tell you, run into a man with a one-pound bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do the best you can to be the best you can. And my Grammy used to say this, spiritual advisor. You had a Grammy? You ever had a Grammy?
Yeah, man.
Like you know your Grammy?
Yeah, I know very well. Yeah, man.
And you live with her?
We should live with us, that's right.
My Grammy used to say, anytime things get difficult, she used to touch me on my hand and she said, baby, if you do the one, God will do the 99. Anyway, you hear the jingle, that means we're going to the break. If you do the one, God will do the 99. I'm Leland Miller, this is Freedom March, and we'll be right back after this break. Hello. Thank you for staying with us through the break. Welcome back to Freedom March. I'm Nathan Miller. Again, you're listening to us on channel 103.5, The Beat FM, channel 224, that's cable, channel 112, that's on Flow, and ILTV Studios over on Facebook. Bradley Roll, the spiritual advisor, is here. And if Bradley is here, that means we have Holy Scripture. Bradley?
Indeed, we do. We're going to look at Job 14:14. 600 years. They're saying that the time span between Job and Jesus may have been some 500 to 600 years thereabout. And Job asks this very, very interesting question. He says, if a man dies, will he live again? And all the days of my hard service, I will wait for my renewal. Some translations says change to come. If a man dies, shall he live again? And of course, this discussion has been ongoing even today. I've had some very interesting conversations with some friends of mine from high school. We're older now, and the question still remains. But some of us says that we are much wiser, and that nobody's ever come back from the dead to prove anything. And so the reality is you don't know. As a matter of fact, some of my high school friends have suggested that this whole thing is just a make-up story, and you don't know if any of this is true. Well, if the historical Jesus did happen or did exist, then when Jesus Christ came on the scene, he answers the question. The question is, if a man dies, will he live again? And in John 11:25 to 26, Jesus here is at Lazarus' death, and he's speaking with Mary, or Martha. And Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live again. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this, Martha? And of course, she then says, yes, Lord, I believe. So I am taking a chance with this to my learned high school friends. We're older, and then of course they're saying we're wiser now and we should know better. That this whole thing is just a make-up story, and we don't know what happens when you die, because nobody has ever come back to say so. But I'm going to take a chance with this hope. I believe we can prove that Jesus Christ did exist, although some are denying his existence. They say he never really existed, that this is just a make-up story. I will take my chance with this. I don't have anything to lose. That Jesus says that he was the resurrection and the life, and if any man believes in him, even though he dies, he will live again. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to take a chance with this. I think it's best to be on this side than to be on the side of no hope, because if all of this fail, then we all win, basically. But if this is real, then some of us are going to win and some of us are going to lose. So I'd rather stay on this side, and I do believe that Jesus Christ did exist, and he shared this with Martha, that he was in fact the resurrection and life. And if any man believes in him, even though you die, you will live again. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. John 11:25 to 26, I read from the New King James Version. I believe the Word of God is completely powerful. Indeed. Thanks so much, producer. Back to you.
And I share your view, spiritual advisor. As a matter of fact, I want to commend you for your philosophical disposition, or position rather, that you've taken. I don't even argue things like that with people.
You know what is interesting? And Levan, you gotta admit this though, that we now live in a very
We live in an information
advanced-
age.
Yes, and it's advanced. And people question a lot of stuff. A lot of things that we may have questioned 50 years ago, people are questioning even more now. And they wonder, for the man who has this intellectual mind, for him, everything has to make sense.
Except for, watch me, except for the scripture itself tells you that some of it will not make sense to some of us. For we know in part, and we understand in part.
But when perfection comes,
So what you asking me? What you asking me? And like I tell them, and I share your view, I just insure my house, that's whether the hurricane come in or not.
that's deep. But if it does come,
Boy, you know who house could be insured?
yours.
Okay. And so, just how I buy some blessed insurance, I like to make sure that I got myself some blessed
Yeah,
assurance.
assurance. Jesus is mine, my brother.
And I like to draw from the hymn that says, I need no other argument, and I need no other plea. It is enough that Jesus died and that he died for me. You believe what you want, right? There's also, and this is again my grandmother's favorite hymn. There are some things that I may not know.
There are some places,
And there are some places that I
I
just
also not
cannot
go.
go.
but I am sure
But there's this one thing that I know for sure.
of this one thing.
Man, you can make my church of God flare up in you.
My God is real.
And it's because I could feel him.
Yeah.
And so people say, well, translate that into English for me. It's very simple. There are times I think things that I know I don't think. Oh, watch this. You want me to say that again slowly?
Go yeah.
There are times that I think things that I know I don't think.
That's deep.
That's how I know it's God. Because I want to push you down this flight of stairs. But my thought says, you know something, that's Bradley, he's short. And
I've been short.
I know that ain't leaving.
I've been short a little while now,
That's
you
my
know.
point.
Okay.
but I
You make it seem as
know.
if like you just discovered short.
Well, I really did. I didn't know that all the time. But
Yeah.
but the thing is, in that instance, in that moment, I know that thought ain't mine. I know
Yeah.
that thought come from somewhere else. Here's the other place I tested, right? People say, wow, you're very intelligent. You wanna know what's funny? I hear this idea when you hear it. I've been home and recite this. I research this from nowhere. I practice this in the mirror. Because you know some of these fellas just go home and practice it in the mirror. Yeah, I practice it in the mirror. I've said this before on this show. I will say it again. Innovation comes from God. So there are men, you can quote them all, whether it's Sigmund Freud, whether it's Albert Einstein, whether it is Karl Marx, whether intuitiveness comes from God. Who teaches the cat to meow? It is written in the fabric of his DNA. Well, who write the DNA? Why does the dog bark and the cat meow? And you know what else is funny? Watch this. You listening? If Bradley Roll, born to what's your daddy name? Shalisha Roll?
Celestial Chronicle Rule.
Okay, they were serious. Boy, they was. The only thing he could have been was a pastor or a
Yeah,
Levite.
they just give you all them Bible names. I have
So-
an uncle named Leviticus.
So, if Celestial Roll and what's your mommy name?
Mini Rule.
And Minnie Roll had given birth to Bradley Roll, and on the day of his birth, sent him to China, right? How old you is now? 60?
59.
59 years later, when Bradley
5'9".
returned to the Bahamas, you know what Bradley would be speaking?
Why would you say historical Jesus?
Chinese.
And you-
Right? So tell me how come I could take the cat from his bite, put him to live with the dogs from his bite, and the cat still can't bark.
Most deep. Most deep. Let me say this to you. Sorry, are you done?
Go ahead, no.
Yeah. Let me say this to you. We have a few of our followers who's been following us for years.
Wow.
And let me just shout them up. We got Leslie Nixon, we got Terry Thomas, we got Dorian McFarlane, we got Eloise Adley. Listen, we got Quantrenda says Blatch. Terry.
Is that Quintessa?
Yeah. Terry Thomas is a very strange individual, and I mean it in a good way. You're very strange, and you ask a question. If I say historical Jesus, can I prove it? Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that the Roman Empire ever existed on the face of this earth? Was there any such thing as the Roman Empire? If the Roman Empire existed, guess what? Etched in Roman history, they said that they were responsible for putting to death a Jewish rabbi. They said they did it, and they identified him. That's why I believe in the historical Jesus. You know why? Because the Romans prove that Jesus existed.
Did they call him Jesus, or did they call him
Yeshua?
Yeshua Amalekite.
Yeah, a Jewish rabbi, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know we can prove that the Roman Empire exists. We can prove that. Can we not? We can prove it. Based on archaeological, how do you pronounce the word? Archaeological evidence and history. We can prove that the Roman Empire existed. There's enough evidence even today to prove it. But in their history, they said that they put to death a Jewish rabbi by the name of Yeshua. Not only that, we had some first century writers. You ever hear about Josephus? You believe Josephus existed? All right, so you check out his writings and see if he never mentions Jesus. Terry Thomas, don't do it, my brother. You better find Jesus while you could.
I don't have them kind of argument either. I don't have them kind of
You better find Jesus while you could, my brother.
Somebody
one
asked
day,
me.
One day.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Somebody said to me, if the Bible says in the beginning, that means that was where it started. So if the Bible says in the beginning, then where God come from? Because God, we say God was here before that. And I tell them, I don't know. You ask Moses. Because Moses say in the beginning.
Moses
God ain't never say that was the beginning. Moses say that, right? And I don't have those kind of arguments. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not live in an echo chamber. I live in a world with people that have different religious views and can believe different things. And so they can believe whatever they want. I like to believe in a little bit of Jesus. And I told you I got the revelation while we were down there in Old Bidkit Island. The woman said, you see that over there? That's the ocean.
There has to be a God.
That's the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the ocean an endless supply of water?
Endless.
So tell me what stopped that endless supply of water? And you remember, if you remember this with me, it's almost as if the wave breaks at the same point on that beach. Every time the wave crashes, it stops almost at the identical line. And so the question for me was, who drew the line in the sand? Who put that line there? I like to refer to that thing as God. And so the Hindus believe similarly to what Christians believe. Do you know what the Hindus believe?
Good.
The Hindus believe that if you live a life as a human, they believe in the constant replenishing of life.
So reincarnation then?
Reincarnation, right. So Bradley dies. Bradley's soul goes to be judged, as the Christians believe. If Bradley was a do-nothing, good-for-nothing fella, Bradley spends a certain time in a place of torment until his karma is paid. And once his karma is paid, the spirit balances itself back off. That spirit is returned to earth to have another sojourn.
Oh, it's interesting.
Well, I mean, which isn't very different from what Christians believe.
Yeah, somewhat similar.
Christians just believe we go into heaven. And I am of the view, now this leaving talking, this in the Bible, this leaving. I am from a school of thought that hell may not necessarily be a physical location. Because if you recall, the scripture refers to hell as a place absent of the presence of God. And so I see people walking right around here on this earth.
A place of torment as well.
Yeah, I see people walking right around here on this earth, And I am of the view, it's the gospel according to Levan, that they might be in hell right now. Because it is visibly obvious that God has left them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Again, that last piece is Levan. But again, there is scriptural context, let me get it for you, that suggests that hell is a place. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 9, right? Or is it Revelation? And Revelation 14 and 10, right? That describes this place as a place void of God's presence. And so I argue, because wherever the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty, we put the Bible say that there is liberty, come on, Scott.
Yeah, I have to go to the passage.
Okay. Yeah. So if the presence of God provides that, then the absence of God must be tormenting. And therefore, hell may not be a physical location. And that is why people
but the Bible says otherwise, though.
That is why
I'm glad you said this is Levan saying.
This is Levan.
Yeah.
And that is why there are men in the Bible who you recall, or who you may recall, were very adamant about God not doing one thing. Hide not your face from me. Mm-hmm. And so I say, I like to have arguments about the scripture, fine.
Yeah,
but we ain't to argue about what I believe.
Right.
My friend, I need no other argument. I need no other plea. It is enough that Jesus died and that he died for living. You can believe whatever you want. All I want to tell you is rumor has it that hell hot boy. I hear that in the wind.
Yeah, but Terry, you missed it. Levan was correct. We know that the letter J is not in the Hebrew language. We understand that. But Levan gave the correct name, and he says Yeshua. Apparently he wasn't paying attention. All right? That does not change the fact that the Romans wrote about him. He is in Roman history, and we can prove that he did exist. All right? You need to pay attention now, Terry. You're jumping a bit too fast.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the jingle.
But my Grammy say, there are some places that I may not go, and there are some things that I may not know. But of one thing I am sure, God is real because I could feel him in my soul. Don't move. I'm Levan Miller. This is Freedom March on 103.5 The Beat FM. And we'll be right back after this. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you for staying with us through the break. I'm Levan Miller. I don't know what's happening with these unions. I'm completely unaware because I thought yesterday when I called off the list of unions that have had their agreements done, I thought, let me check because I don't want to lie. I thought that among them was the Educators Managers Union, and I'm not really sure. But I know, spiritual advisor, you don't have children in school.
No.
You have godchildren?
No.
Okay, you have nieces and nephews?
Yes.
Do you know that their principals aren't back to work yet? That apparently
This is a week before.
that apparently there is
opens,
a
right?
sit-out happening with senior educators, and I'm not really sure why.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, no. Apparently, the Bahamas Educators Managers Union is saying that they are having some grievance, but I thought that they had their matters disposed of already by the government of the Bahamas. So if any one of y'all from the BEMU could call me, I'd appreciate that because I only just saw the clip on my way to studio, and I'm not sure what their gripe is, I'm not really sure what is the problem they are having. I can tell you, I've done some research. You want to read this out, or you want me to keep going?
Okay, let me read this out quickly.
that.
Hey, Bahamas, ready to turn your event into a party? Royal Inflatables have you covered. Brand new bouncers, the water slides, and combo castles. Fun is guaranteed for all ages. The equipment is clean and inspected daily, safe, spotless, and ready to go. Enjoy free setup and take down, on-time delivery, and 100% hassle-free service. Perfect for birthdays, school events, or any celebration. Call or WhatsApp now at 242-4687-268 to book. Let the bounce party begin. The Work Center, located on Rosetta Street, across the road from Royals Furniture, is your one-stop shop for back-to-school Dickies, Timberlands, and many, many more. So come on down and let their friendly staff assist you with getting ready for back to school. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Levan.
Thank you very much, spiritual advisor. And so I'm not really sure. Let's go to the clip from President McPhee. I'm not sure I understand what his grievance is. I'm telling you what the show is about today. The show today, spiritual advisor, is about, and I'm watching the Jamaican elections. Okay, so
Okay.
that's inspiring a lot of my thought. But I listened to the Jamaican Prime Minister, who has listed off, I mean, a litany of just wonderful things his administration has done over 9 years, right? And I'm not surprised if you consider the fact that, okay, if you look at Mr. Pinlings, whose birthday is today? Yeah.
No. I think he died.
Or his
He
death
died-
anniversary.
I think he died August the 26th of 2000.
Death anniversary.
Yeah.
Death anniversary is today. Sorry. Yes, you're right. And so we're going to pay some tribute to that soon because that is very important and we must never move the old landmark. But as I follow Dr. Andrew Holness's trajectory in politics, particularly over the last 9 years, if you consider the Pinling administration between 67 and 77, right? NIB, COB, the Defense Force, you know, any number of things. A government with a new prime minister and a 10-year span can do phenomenal things. So I anticipate
It's true.
I anticipate that Mr. Holness should have a grocery list of things, or a laundry list, whichever of your lists are longer, of things that he has accomplished. Why? Because he got into politics about 25 years ago, there's about. He's been prime minister for the last 9. And so I imagine he sat in politics and thought about what he would do if he was prime minister. And now that he has the opportunity, he's getting them done. There's social housing. They're starting a school public bus program, etc., new roads, 668 roads, he says, that are being paved. That's exactly what we voted Ingram Motor Office for, by the way, because they're now turning the road paving project into an actual water project. So there are communities that have not had water that he's going to pipe water to now. And so my question is, I hear him on the rally stage promising things like new highways and promising, you know, new housing and promising additional things. And I'm wondering, if every time a government goes to the election cycle, they produce a manifesto, and a prime minister is actually elected on a manifesto, does he have to really promise more things, like, right after that? Or can he just continue doing the things that he's doing if you think he's doing a good job? Am I making that make sense to you?
Okay.
Like, why does he need to keep promising me a bunch of new things? Like, he ain't just finished doing a bunch of new things. And, like, we don't need to just build on those new things. Like, why would we desire more new things? Am I making sense?
Okay.
And so I'm thinking about the Progressive Liberal Party. Mr. Davis has been in politics since 1992. He sat on the backbench for quite some time. He said in his own words that they didn't give him a nod for the cabinet, right, when they won under Christie in 2002. He sat in the backbench or whatever it was, and he took that, right? Now, 4 years into his administration, he's going to an election in about 9 months. And I'm just wondering, like, what are some of, like what else does he need to promise you? If you believe he's doing a good job, right? Because, okay, the Minister of National Security is in the newspaper today saying that the 10-point plan, which we will also get to, of the Free National Movement, are recycled ideas. Yeah. That would mean, expressly, that the Progressive Liberal Party is already doing these 10 things. So what would they promise us? Like, what would they need to add? Or does at some point does the electorate simply judge an administration, particularly a present one, a current one, on how they are performing with what they are doing? You still with me?
Okay.
And so that's what I want to talk about. And if you're telling me that the Minister of Public Service and Labour, you could open up the phone line. So if someone from the Labour called me, take their call, right? Then what could the BEMU have as a problem? Let's go to the clip with the BEMU, who is among some of the people that have already had their industrial agreements negotiated. I understand, and they're almost at the end of this negotiation and are up for another negotiation in a short time. But what could their grievances be, this close to the end? So let's go to the clip.
Challenges will not continue going forward. Members would have heard their requests, would have heard their excuses of why they did not deliver on the already extended promises. And the members went into a meeting. We went into a meeting at 3 p.m. Where all of the matters and the items of concern were addressed. And the members overwhelmingly voted not to return until the employer made good on what a very reasonable request for our entitlement.
And so I want to play the end of that again, because did you understand him? Because I didn't. I don't understand what he's asking for. No.
At 3 p.m., where all of the matters and the items of concern were addressed, and the members overwhelmingly voted not to return until the employer made good on what a very reasonable request for our entitlement.
But what is it?
Yeah, okay. Maybe he mentioned it.
Do you understand? Like, what is it?
Earlier?
What is the thing that you are asking for?
Okay, so you think he may have mentioned it earlier? Or
I don't. I only could report what I see on the news. What are they asking for? And if you say to me that the government of the Bahamas has assigned a negotiation with the BEMU, and as a matter of fact, I understand they were almost on the top of the list, right? So what is their grievance?
We'll have to find out.
That I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the FNM's 10 point. At any point, any member of the BEMU wants to call me, get in the number, spiritual advisor.
323-7775-698-0775 and 698-0776.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what the problem is.
They must have mentioned it.
Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear it in that clip.
Well, I don't know what the problem is. So could somebody please tell us what, and especially when you are talking, see, spiritual advisor, there are some things for me that are sacred, man, all right? There are some things for me that are sacred. Let's don't touch tourism, because all us almost dead without that. Okay? Lil Pookie them, some of them, only Christ could save them after that 3 years of missing school. Let's don't touch that. The children back to school, they got a little bit of normalcy going on. People are actually moving their children back into the government school classrooms. You know what I mean? We are now having a little bit of regularity because you remember they was doing the virtual learning, and that wasn't working good. I understand that there were many children that went off the radar because of virtual learning. Many of them lost countless hours of instruction period due to their socioeconomic circumstances. Man, the children just coming back off a summer break. Could we not touch, is there ever going to be a time when there is something sacred enough that we don't just touch it frivolously? I'm not saying that the members of the VEMU don't have a right to demand. What I am saying is, if you already negotiated a deal with the government, and the government apparently has negotiated your deal so long ago that you are almost ready to negotiate another deal, according to my information, then how are we this close to the opening of school when we have only just regained some normalcy with school and face-to-face learning? The children been to school so long, spiritual advisor, you know they have relaxed the hair policy and all in these government schools. You know that?
They have?
Yeah, you ain't notice everybody got turbine on now? It's because the children come back after a 2-year window and everybody had dreadlocks. And so all I'm saying is, now that we are where we are and there is a bit of social normality, what issue could you be having that warrants disrupting that after a 3-year disruption that none of us could have avoided? So I don't know. You say that's the BEM, you want to talk to me?
We have a caller.
Who is this? Okay, that's spiritual advisor.
Welcome to Freedom March, call you live.
See that?
They're gone. But okay, so I get your text, right? And I heard Levan mention some things about the current administration and its leadership. Now, I am of the view that we need to go to the public to find out if they believe that the Prime Minister and his cabinet, his party, is doing a good job.
That's why I want to open the line.
So some folks saying that I end up jumping on your bandwagon because you endorsing the leadership of the PRP.
They was listening to this show?
Yeah, because you saying that the government is doing an excellent job and there's no issue.
Well, okay.
I'm not saying that.
I pause, because let me tell you what else I want to say, because I didn't say that, but let me tell you what I am saying. You can listen to me, you can hear my voice, la 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 la. Whoever that is, there is a Neanderthal. Because I don't know where they heard that. What I said was, if a government has Neanderthal, Google it. If a government has a manifesto, and a government is elected on that manifesto, and the government is executing the manifesto, does a government need to promise more, or does a government simply need to come to the electorate and say, listen, we are doing the things we've promised, give us some more time to get the rest of it done?
Oh, okay. But that
you see how that and what this, whoever this is, say ain't the same thing?
Yes, it sounds a bit different. You got that now? Okay, we got some calls.
Let's take a phone call. I tell you, stop trying to raise up my pressure.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey,
how
Anton.
you doing?
Yes, what's happening?
Radio, Mr. Miller, spiritual.
Yes, sir.
La 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 la.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Mr. Miller.
Hey.
I wanna. Let me say to both of you all. You all are talking about opening the question to the public about if the Davis administration and some say Davis Cooper administration is performing well, right?
No. That's not the question, Anton. That's not the question.
What's the question?
The question is, if you believe they are performing well,
right,
would they need to promise you more new things?
Right.
Or could they simply come to the electorate and say, listen, we've promised you the blueprint for change.
Right.
We are executing the blueprint for change.
Yes.
Governance takes time.
Yes.
We've had 5 years.
Yes.
Give us 5 more years and watch
Yes.
how well the plan works. Or does Mr. Davis now need to come and say, we can build a hospital in Cat Island, and we can build a bridge between here and Andres? Does he need to do that if he's already executing?
Well, let me
You still
say.
got to get the public
Let
opinion
me
on
start backward. Can you hear me clearly, Mr.
I
Miller?
can hear you. La, 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 I can hear you.
Spiritual left off saying what all should come to the public and ask. But you just clarified to me what the question is. But I also want to take on what Spiritual said by saying this one thing. If you all are going to put the question to the Bahamian people about if they believe the Davis or Davis-Cooper administration is performing, I believe you have the responsibility, Mr. Miller, and you are quite capable to do so, to explain to them what a government is responsible to do so that they can understand, just like a judge in a court dictates to the jury what they are to make their determinations or conclusions based on.
Right.
Okay.
And then they can move from that point.
That's
but to
fair.
answer your question, Mr. Miller, I wholeheartedly believe that the approach should always be, and what you just described in essence is called running on your record.
Correct.
Right? And so if you can stand on your record, and if you know that your record actually translated into benefits for the people, and you can demonstrate that strategically and statistically, that is what you stand on. And on that promise, you ask people, like you said, for more time if you were unable to fulfill your entire mandate. Because the people would then have some believability in what you say. But you got to first make sure you stand in firm before you take that position.
Right.
You got to make sure first and foremost that the things that you did take on were beneficial to your people who support you
Right.
and the wider community of Bahamians
Okay.
who can either vote for you or against you. Let me end with this one, please, Mr. Miller. I want to start out by saying I believe that the Davis-Cooper administration has done an excellent job. If you recall, Mr. Miller, and you're a astute politician,
You got to win to be a
the Prime
politician,
Minister-
Anton. Go ahead. You got to win to be a politician. Go ahead.
Oh, jeez. Look, yes, the Minister of Finance, in his opening debate, communication, in 2021, stated that, or midterm thereabout, stated that the plan that the former FNM administration left in place after they took us off the financial cliff and spent our money irresponsibly, like drunken sailors, with no plan to restore finances in this country. Their plan was actually to fire a big portion of the civil service. This is the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance stating this because he has the documents and the files in the Ministry of Finance. Their plan was to fire a substantial portion of the civil service in order to save expenditure on salaries and emoluments, and also to increase that on the backs of the Bahamian people, similar to what they did when they came to office with that massive 60% increase, which in essence, and this is some advice to the Davis administration. I pray that when they speak to the Bahamian people again about how high the cost of buying grocery and everything else is, I pray that they demonstrate the difference between what it would have cost to buy, say, meat before that 60% VAT increase.
Now, let me stop you there, Anton, and I don't want to keep you much longer. Let me stop you there, and I don't want to keep you much longer because I know I got other calls on the
yes,
line.
Sir.
I hear that. And while I think that is a reasonable assertion, what I will tell you, Anton, is I'm not sure the Minister of Finance's efforts are always being realized. Here's why I say that, Anton.
I agree with you.
If you follow this show any at all, you will know that I have great distress in my heart with the fact that locally produced beer could cost $9.
Right.
It is unconscionable, I've said.
Yes.
All right? I don't care if you was growing the wheat on the top of Atlantis.
Right.
With low fat sunlight. I don't care.
Right.
There is no way to justify a local bear. Do you travel throughout the Caribbean?
I certainly do.
Have you traveled like throughout America?
Absolutely.
Have you done any traveling through Canada?
Once
The
or
point
twice,
I'm making to
yes.
you is local bear is one of the cheapest things to buy.
It should be. I agree.
Then explain to me how these Negroes that have these bar tops with no beach for 5 miles around it could justify a $9 bear.
I honestly don't understand that.
And so
to
the
be honest
question
with you.
becomes, if the tariffs have gone down on so
Right.
many things,
Right.
and because you ain't gonna tell me VAT ain't cut on none of the products that make beer,
Right.
Because a lot of the things that make beer are bread basket, rice, wheat.
Right.
Then why or how do you justify on the retail end a beer could cost me $9?
You know, Mr. Miller, I'll end with this one statement right there, sir. That's one of the greatest challenges that the Davis administration has had to face. Seeking to ensure that the policies that it passes along the lines of reduction in duty, or the reduction in VAT, or the reduction in cost for persons to transport their stuff into country, are passed on to the end consumers. That is one of the trickiest mechanisms the Davis administration has had, and I believe that is one of the challenges that it has to continue to build momentum on moving forward to ensure that greedy wholesalers or retailers or providers of products do not continue to eat up the savings like you're alluding to with the reduction in tariff.
All right, Antoine. Thanks very
Thanks
much. So the point, we have other calls on the line?
Yeah.
Let's take them. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, good day.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm calling in reference to two different things,
Sure.
but I will give the Davis administration 5 more years because what they're doing, I want to see the end plan.
So does the Prime Minister need to promise you new things, or can he
No,
simply...
he need to promise me nothing nice to work in my month.
Okay. No. When I say promise, I mean, do you expect on the rally stage for the Prime Minister to come and now promise you, I could build a bridge from here to Auckland?
Things to better the
You
country.
don't have to promise me that.
Right.
What they're doing now, I want to see the end goal.
Okay.
I trust and I am pleased with what they're doing now
Okay.
once they continue.
Okay.
And also, I can't call in reference to, I went to a prominent shoe store for school shoes. And I went to 2 different locations. And they told us we have to stand outside, with the heat. Especially when you ain't getting the little tent or something outside for these people. They are not letting in any more persons than the persons that they have to, the salesperson they have to serve. And I was supposed to go there last week, but I took a trip last week. That is ridiculous. These people who are doing that in all the heat happening us outside, that's ridiculous.
And you're very right, because there's a heat advisory. So what you mean I must stand up outside? Let me tell you what I want. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do here. Randy Roll. His job is to protect consumers. You know that, right?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, he's the Protection Consumer Commissioner or something like that. Randy Roll, go in Jesus' name and protect these people from the sun, because the store can make any policy they want, But when you put your people can't come inside policy, you now have to make a new policy, a we will rent a tent policy. You following me?
Thank you.
And so I'm going to make sure that I get and speaking of which, I'm going to call Leon Lundy for you. Because you tell me you can't get Leon Lundy, but I'm going to prove to you that we can get Leon Lundy.
Really?
I could tell you it. I show us twice, 1 is 2. So call out. Let me see if I can get Randy on that. Just
Also,
give the name of that store to my producer. I'm going to call Randy Roll, and I'm going to tell Randy Roll I want him and the enforcement unit to go, because there's no way that the Department of Meteorology could issue a heat stroke warning and then the store tell me I got to stand up outside in the heat. You follow me?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the next thing
And
is you got?
also, one other thing. You made mention about the hair situation of boys when they get back to school. I just want to know, right, in reference to schoolboy haircut that the school said that they need to have or whatever. What is the real policy behind us saying the boys them they cannot groom their hair but have hair, and the schoolgirls with the Afro kinky? Because some of these young little girls are like they need these little extensions to look, somewhat sensible. Everybody does not have. Well, I have good long hair. My kids have long hair, but I don't see the need to say they cannot wear extensions to a certain degree, groom without color. I don't know if you understand
I
what I'm saying.
understand. I understand you
boys.
quite clearly.
We got
You don't need to convince me. I don't even believe in uniforms. So,
Me neither.
I think it is a case by case thing. We get into the break already. What's
It's 5 o'clock.
Break so quick.
Thank you so much,
Caller, we
caller.
got to go to the break. But listen, I support
I
that.
called the line.
And I think you should just speak to the school about it because I
told
noticed that it appears to
they
vary
let
from
the
school
Indian
to school.
boy come with his long hair, and my son with his curly hair had to cut his hair.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
All right, we go on to the break. I can prove to you that if I call Leon and he can answer the
I
phone,
hold
let
it
me get
alive.
back on the next break. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I want you to do me a favor, producer, before the lines light back up and everybody starts trying to call me, right? You remember you told me something about a pump yesterday on, well, Balls Alley?
Balls Alley, yeah.
I spoke to someone at the
6 months.
Water and Sewage Corporation, and they said to me, well, Miller, we probably ain't fix it because that ain't really our job. He said, but you know Lundy. Why you ain't call Lundy? I tell him, because I don't live through Balls Alley. If that was through my corner, I was going to call Lundy. So he says, well, it ain't our fault. So I told him, I said, well, spiritual advisor tell me this, I even didn't see it, but I just trying to see if we could use this platform to help people, right? So anyway, I said to myself, I wasn't going to call Lundy from my cell phone because I don't want Lundy to think, or I don't want people to say, yeah, Lundy answering you because he know your number, right? So I want to call him here on air.
So let's see if we reach him.
Producer, you ready for the number? Producer, you ready for Leon Lundy number? Just hang up on them. Take a call back. 422-4600. Let's see if he answers the
What?
phone.
422.
4600. And he's already playing number because it's playing doubles. 4600. Let's see if Lundy can pick up the phone.
You told him we'll be calling them?
I don't need to tell him that. I tell you, every time I call Leon Lundy, he answers the phone.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
Bless the Lord.
I was wondering, the number sounds strange.
How you mean? 422-4600.
Okay, so try it again.
Let's try it again. Unless you got one of them numbers that is only a WhatsApp number that you can just call on WhatsApp.
Do you need the other number?
Which other, the red phone?
The 376.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
If I call from my cell phone, that ain't gonna be the same thing, because then people can say he know my cell phone number.
So you might as well just call him.
Can we call him on WhatsApp from that phone, producer? Oh boy.
So you just call him and let him know that we can.
Let's
reach
call him from your phone. 422.
Let's see.
No, not on real call, on WhatsApp. I
422.
just tell you not on real.
46. It might ring.
Why we didn't try that?
It might. 422-4600.
Yeah.
Directed to
Call on WhatsApp. I just tell you that.
I can have the add. Go ahead, because this can take a while.
No, no, it doesn't.
I have to add him to my.
You do not. Just go on WhatsApp.
Okay, go on WhatsApp.
Come out of the Whisperer chat because they keep leading you astray. Go to search. Type in the number.
Put the number 422. 4600.
Yeah.
And then do what?
And then press dial. It should pop up. Okay, do it the way you used to it then. Do it the way you used to it. We taking any more calls? Let's go to birthdays. I can read the birthdays while spiritual advisor fix this thing because I don't know. Let's go to the birthdays, producer. Say it again? Yeah, I can read the birthdays. Hurry up, do that.
But listen, but I won't do this tribute. Leave the tribute for me, okay?
Okay, that's fine. 422-4600. You tell me when you got that figured out. Let's go to the birthdays. And I tell the call them we coming. All right, birthday shout out for August 26th. Susan Knowles. Happy birthday. It's going out to Susan Knowles in beautiful Palmetto, Point Eleuthera. Greetings is coming from her husband, her children, her grandchildren, her 8 sisters, numerous nieces and nephew, mother-in-law, sisters-in-law, brother-in-law, daughter-in-law, numerous cousins, friends, and St. Patrick's Anglican Church family. Brendaline Neely. Greetings from your daughter, Patrell Carey, son-in-law, Michael Carey, siblings, family, and friends. Oral Fowler. Happy birthday, former sack sprinter Oralee Fowler. Okay, so this Oralee Fowler. So let's start it over. Oralee Fowler. Happy birthday, former sack sprinter Oralee Fowler, from your brother, Jeff. Linda Burrows. Good afternoon. Can you wish Linda Burrows a happy birthday? She celebrates her 57th birthday, and that is coming from her family and friends. Enjoy your special milestone on your special day. Blessings. Michael Tucker. Michael Tucker. There's a happy birthday shout out, and I've been given specific instructions to make sure that I let Michael Tucker know that this is a shout out to him from the best cousin he ever had. He never had no other cousin like this cousin, and that is why she is his favorite cousin. And so to Michael Tucker, shout out to you on your birthday from the best cousin you ever had, Melissa Monroe, who is wishing you all of the joy that life could bring, who wishes you all of the prosperity that life could bring, who wants you to have all of the things your heart could ever desire. And right when you feel like your heart don't desire nothing else, she wants you to have just a little bit more. And so, to Michael Tucker, from your cousin, who says she is the best cousin you ever had, we want to say happy birthday. Is this the condolences you wanted to do?
Yeah, you're done with that?
Yeah.
Do it? Okay, so let's do this quickly. There is a death announcement, and of course the BPL family, along with the Pilgrim Baptist Temple families in James Road, is saddened. It is with heavy hearts. This is a message from BPL. It is with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of our beloved former colleague, Mr. Shadrach McPhee. Mr. McPhee dedicated more than 30 years of service to the organization, retiring on March the 2nd of 2023 in the position of labor. During his distinguished career, he also served as president of the Sports and Social Club, as a trustee of the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union, and as the BEW, and as a proud member of the BEC Sharkers Junction Group. His sudden passing has left us deeply heartbroken. He was truly beloved, and his invaluable contribution, leadership, and light will never be forgotten. On behalf of the Board of Directors, Executive Management, and staff of the Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited, we extend our deepest condolences to his family, his friends, and all who mourn his loss. His wife, Jacqueline McPhee, his daughter, attorney at law, Shaquille McPhee, his son, Shadrach McPhee Jr., certified accountant, sisters and brothers of the Pilgrim Baptist Temple family, Pastor Leroy Major, and many communities and organizers. He served many friends and families, including the Cooper family. May his soul rest in peace. It's so sad that Shadrach passed away. So condolences to his wife and family, and to all those who love him. Thanks so much, producer. You missed something though.
Did I?
Did you read this, Miss Arley, urgent blood donation? Yeah.
Master Arley? I don't know. What does it say?
Mark Sturp, yeah. Condolences to his family as well. I don't remember having anything in particular on that. I'm so sorry. But of course, condolences to
Mark Sidney Sturp.
Yeah. A memorial service, I guess, will be held, they say Tuesday or Thursday, August the 25th, 2025, 6 p.m. at the Golden Gates Assembly Church, Carmichael Road.
All right. That's everybody?
Thank you so much.
And to the Pinling family, we have one more. The bottom of the list, spiritual advisor.
Let's see. At the bottom of the list, is that Miss Arley? Urgent blood donation, yes. Needed for Miss Arley Clinton at PMH Blood Bank located Collins Avenue. All blood types accepted. The family, thank you in advance for your donation.
Indeed.
All right.
And to the Pinling family, on the anniversary of the passing of Sir Lyndon Pinling, we say thank you to you for lending him to us. From a grateful nation, with love. All right. 422-4600. Let's try this.
Okay. Let's see. What did I do?
Man, you ain't saved this number yet?
What the man name?
Leon Lundy.
L-E.
This is how you know the show live, because I couldn't stage this.
Leon Lundy.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Okay, let's try it. Put it to your mic. Let's see if it can answer.
422-4600.
Yeah.
But the question would be...
Hello, is this Leon Lundy?
Yes, it is.
The minister, put it to the microphone. Is this Leon Lundy, the minister with responsibility for water and sewage?
Yes, the Minister of State responsible for that.
Okay. Well, Mr.
Is this
Lundy,
also the Member of Parliament for...
is this the Member of Parliament for South Andros?
For South Andros, Central Andros, and Mangrove Key.
Now, hold on now. Mangrove Keys is a big deal. So, Minister, good afternoon first and foremost. Apparently, there is a water complaint through Balls Alley. And this is Levan Miller from Freedom March, but the spiritual advisor contended... Good to hear from you, sir. But the spiritual advisor tell me they say they can't reach Leon Lundy, and I asked him what they call Leon Lundy on, because Leon Lundy doesn't answer the phone.
I don't want to say where the spiritual advisors usually see me. But he knows to me there, but I'm sure if he wanted to reach me, he would reach me too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I told him, Minister, I said, we tried to call you from the studio phone. I don't know why that didn't answer. So I told him, I don't want to call you from my phone, because we're live on air, by the way. So I didn't want the people to say, he answering because that's Miller phone. So I asked the spiritual advisor to call Leon Lundy from his phone, because he also said, Minister, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He also said he don't have no number for Leon Lundy. So as of today, I want him to never say that again.
I have it now. But
Well, I don't want to say why you probably forgot to ask me for my number every time you saw me.
I just don't want, to be a burden. I understand that, being an MP could be a very challenging thing at times. So I didn't want to add any extra burden to you.
No, we have to add this. Minister, there's a Hans, there's a, what you call them, standpipe. There's a standpipe through Balls Alley. The people say this is the best standpipe in the whole neighborhood. It has not been operable for 6 months, and there's massive water wastage, I am told, that is occurring as a result of this dysfunctional standpipe. And I told them the one thing I know about Leon Lundy and the Han and Kimber Brigade, if they go and take a look at it, my friend, water shall waste no more. And so, Minister, we are levying this complaint right here live on Freedom March, and hopes that you could get to that at some point, please, sir.
You're live on Freedom March, so let me just state it doesn't fall under the preview of water and sewage to deal with standpipes, but then this complaint has to do with water wastage, and definitely we're a team, so I'll make sure that when we come and fix the water issue that's wasted, I'll make sure that standpipes gets fixed also by the Ministry of Works.
Well, praise the Lord.
Just leave it up to me. What you could do is if you send the pin location from exactly what you're talking about, then I'll take it from there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Minister. Now,
great.
Minister, I want to tell you something that you may not know.
Go ahead.
I told them when Leon Lundy and the Han and Kimber Brigade pull up,
Action.
beloved, immediately afterwards. Heavy equipment. I don't even know where Leon Lundy keep getting all these tractors from.
Airport the other day.
What's
Say
that?
again?
They called me the Han and Kimber crew the other day at the airport.
Thank you very much, sir.
We appreciate you.
Right.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Y'all be safe.
Yes,
Okay.
you too.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I tell you, Leon Lundy doesn't answer the phone. If you tell me, you know who else is answer their phone
So
all
actually-
the time? Wayne
actually-
Monroe.
yeah, so
Wayne
actually-
Monroe always answers the phone.
Yeah, so actually I was right about the Ministry of Works getting involved. I thought it was water and sewage, but it's actually
That's
the
what the
Ministry
fella
of
from Water and Sewage tell me yesterday. He said, Miller, I hear you all kissing us out, dying us.
Yeah, so it is the Ministry of Works.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do this quickly. Happy birthday goes out to Carter from your 2 Grammys, your mom, your brothers, and your sisters, and your entire family. We love you. Oh, sorry, you didn't put it up yet? All right, so let's do this quickly. I see you sent it to my phone. Yes. Happy
Okay.
birthday. Carter, happy birthday, young man.
You know, if I was old people, I would have said, this a nice baby, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty brown skin baby.
This a nice baby, eh?
Coming for
My
your 2
goodness.
Grammys. Your mom, brothers, and sisters, and your entire family. They love you. Happy birthday.
And he got 2 Grammy.
Happy birthday, Carter. All right.
Lord, now look what we do. If you can't call him back.
What's
Somebody tell Leon Lundy the people in Kid Island says they need another water truck. Oh boy.
That one fall under him, eh?
Of
Oh,
course,
yes,
water
yes,
and sewage.
yes.
But the one that was there when we was there looked pretty okay.
Yeah, but it maybe task
Too
heavy.
long, the road too long.
Yeah.
Don't, Cat Island, don't worry. Brave in charge of that. All y'all gonna have is water in a little bit, all right? But
Yeah.
I tell you, when you see, listen to me. When you call, I remember there was a time in my life, in another incarnation. This even on my show notes, by the way. This is how you know the show live, right? I remember I was at a time in another place, in another incarnation of my life. I was in a state of bewilderment. I felt despondent and defeated. I had a project before me, overflowing sewer behind me, and no equipment with me. And I say, Lord, the people say summer coming, and the toxicity level of this water is just not standard. I ask some people for money. I know this must be was their granddaddy money. They tell me no. I gone back and ask them for the money. They tell me no. Someone whisper to me, someone say, you check Lundy? I say, no, I never even talked to Lundy. The only thing I know about Lundy is it sound like Spanish for Monday, right?
What are you talking about, Leon Lundy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like. Lundy sound like Spanish for Monday?
Lundy.
Yeah. What is Spanish and Monday in Spanish? Lindy.
It is? Hold on, let me double check that.
Which sack you all had this spiritual?
You know, long he came with the school.
I'm the lead spiritual advisor.
You want to know the Spanish for
Tomorrow,
Monday?
you bring me your certificate. Who signed it? Who signed your certificate?
Okay, so what's the Spanish for Friday?
100D.
Okay, what about Saturday?
See why you said Samedi.
What about Saturday?
Dimanche.
That's French, man.
Oh boy.
What,
Anyway.
what about Sunday for Spanish? Domingo.
Domingo. Anyway, don't go too long. Anyway, so what I was saying now. So all I know is I got on the phone. I say, Minister, you don't even know me, but I'm at this time in this place with this
Lunes.
during this carnation. In my
Lunes
life.
is Monday.
What is Lundy? That's Frenchy.
Lunes.
What is French? That's French?
You say Spanish or French?
French. What it is?
French for Monday.
Yeah. What I say? Spanish?
Yeah, you say
Don't
Spanish.
listen to me. Don't listen to me. French. Lundy.
French,
Anyway.
French for Monday.
Yeah.
French for Monday is Lundi.
Lundy. Yeah.
Lundi.
Yeah. I
L-U-N-D-I.
say Spanish the first time.
Yeah, you say Spanish. So I try to figure out.
Okay, he might have been the sack.
Let's try to figure out what you're
Okay,
talking about.
so I say, Lord, I have to apologize to you, spiritual advisor. I almost thought you had been the sack, but I was talking too fast. The French word for Monday is lundi, and that's the only thing I didn't know about any lundi. So anyway, I call him on the phone. I say, hey, Mr. Lundy, you don't know me, but this is my problem. He said, that's the problem you have. That sounds serious. We have to come take a look at that. In typical fashion, I say, oh boy, another government waker. Let's see how this turns out. Spiritual advisor, can I tell you? Up from the bushes, unbeknownst to me, out jumped Leon Lundy and the Han in Kimber Brigade. You never see them before?
No,
I tell you, they pull up
no.
3 black Jeep.
I've never seen that happen.
What?
Never once.
Everybody jump out and they all do the same thing. Wow, this looks serious. And the next thing I know, they pull off and spiritual advisor, lo and behold, like manna from heaven, just loan heavy equipment pull up. And from that day to this day, I shall sing his praises wherever I go. All hail Leon Lundy, minister with responsibility for water and sewage. Hip, hip. As a matter of fact, do you know?
calls on the line?
We get called. They probably.
Producer.
Let's speak and go to
Yeah,
them.
we got
can
some
go to
calls
them.
waiting.
I go on to them. But listen to what I'm saying. You ever see how the British monarch, when he dressed the soldiers up, how they just celebrate him in the parade? 3 cheers for Leon Lundy. Hip, hip, hip. You supposed to say hooray?
Okay, hooray.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hooray.
Hip, hip, hip.
Oh, that's what they do?
Yes.
Okay.
I want them to write, I want them to write cheers for Leon Lundy, like when they do the parades.
What these guys promise you?
Who?
Leon Lundy down.
I just told you I didn't know Leon Lundy. I didn't know Leon Lundy from Great Pink.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Negroes that could get things done. I become titillated when I see Negroes that could get things done. Oh boy. Anyway, let's go to the phone line. We'll be asking people on the phone again because I forget.
If the government have to come back to them and
Do they need to promise them more things? Okay, let's go back to the phone line. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. 323-777-5, 698-0775. If they're in there, we could go to the F&M crime plan because I do want to talk about that. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Hey.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Mr. Miller.
Thank you for holding by the caller.
Miller, I didn't do my research, but since I've been on long, I lose my thought. So let me start with this.
Mm-hmm.
If they want me to vote for them, they got to make sure my water hydrant up, my road fixed, and my cameras working. Now, Miller, that just was holding. But listen here. We have a number for the road. When you got a hole in the road, I think Special Wiser know about that. You just take a picture and you send that to the people. I think I ain't tested the water yet. I can see them water and things ain't working. I can take a picture and send that. That's what I told on. But remember, we talking about the Spiritual Wiser start off with well, you live again when you're there.
Yeah.
Listen here. You could go to all the schools in the world and no one can teach you what I teach you right now.
Wow.
Matthew chapter 27 and 52. When Jesus rose from the dead, all kind of people is going to their family, them who dead, them dead, going to their family, say, yeah, that's me. They say, what? You say, listen, I just go on and read it, man, on the line. All the people, listen, pastors ain't gonna teach you this. Nobody can teach you this. You got to believe this yourself and go to, me say it again, so you can go to and read it. Matthew 27 and go down to 52. Everybody going to their family saying, yeah, man, when Jesus read, this me. You know, they say, what? I thought you dead. I talk with no old body, original body. My brothers and sisters, nobody can teach you all this. Everybody teach, Miller, let me tell you a joke. Everybody is teach me, say, well, there ain't no Bible, there ain't no God. But how come you always tell me, with the devil, if anyone go and kill, the devils introduce death to the world. So if anyone go and kill, when you tell me no God, come here. He can execute you because what you're doing here is unorthodox.
What?
My brother, y'all have a blessed day.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Welcome to Freedom March.
Yeah.
You live.
Hey.
Where's the Special Advisor?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, Brother Miller.
Hey, buddy.
I call you to help you out. I used to work and I hear you always talking about that Spirit Advisor. Say one fella, I forget what the fella named Terrence or something, but saying that there ain't no Jesus and there ain't no God. Well, the scriptures tell us that if a man say in his heart that there's no God,
he's a fool.
He is a what, Leroy?
He's a fool.
Okay. So at the end of the day, Spirit Advisor, like Levon say, you ain't supposed to never be having no conversation with nobody what don't believe in Jesus Christ.
How else you going to convince them?
The scriptures tell us that.
How else you going to convince them?
You know.
No, that's how you convince them. You convince them by letting them know how much you love them. And that's it.
Yeah. You just can't shut
That's
them
how you
off.
convince them.
Hey, caller, I got one for you, right?
Yeah.
You 40 yet?
I 60.
Okay. Well, then when you understand this well, somehow when you reach 40 years old, holding pee ain't easy to do no more. Right?
Yeah, you do.
But if you live in a civilized social society, you have to hold it sometimes.
Right.
And sometimes, somehow when you reach 40, I don't know what in 40-year-old pee, but it's hard to hold, right?
Right, yeah, you're right.
You ever finally get to pee?
But
answer my question. Answer my question, caller. You ever finally get to pee?
Huh?
When you finally get to pee, what do you say? Oh, thank God for this. And you can tell me it ain't a loving, caring God that pushed that pee out of my bladder? I'm not listening to these people. I never hear nobody say, oh, thank science. Foolishness. Thank God. And then that's it. We'll be back after this. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. I'm Levin Miller. You're listening to me on 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224, channel 112, that's Cable and Flow. And of course on ILTV Studio, Spirit Advice, I have to do this. The Spirit tell me I have to do this. I have to apologize to you because I know the whole SAC army out there. And I call into question your SACness, and I want to make sure that all people who've been to SAC hear me say that I was talking faster than I was thinking. Because you know what's funny, Spiritual Advisor? I tell you that Lundy is Spanish for Monday. And I know why I would say Spanish, because I don't speak Spanish.
It's French.
I only know two languages, English and French Creole.
Right.
Which means that I would have never studied any Spanish at all in my life. And so, I don't know why. The devil, can I say the devil make me do it?
That's all right, man. That's small things.
But I just won't blame the devil. You know what? Let's just blame the devil.
Boy, sometimes you can't blame him for everything. Because
a man born of a woman. It's up a few days. And his life is full of trouble. We got calls on the line? Let's go to them. Let's go to Tanya first. We got Tanya on the line. Hello, Tanya.
Good afternoon, Mr. Miller, and good afternoon, Spiritual Advisor. It's your girl Tanya coming to you live from Shop Smart Department Store. Your miracle right here at number 122 Mackey Street, where we say we're here for you for whatever season of your life and for everyday living. And we are in the season of back to school. Yes, all of the smart shoppers are coming into Shop Smart to take advantage of not only our 20% off everything back to school, but they are in here taking advantage of our back to school sweepstake. If you are a smart shopper, all you need to do is come on into Shop Smart and spend a minimum of $25 on back to school items, and you'll be eligible for one of our sweepstake drawings. We do drawings every Saturday in the month of August. We have 4 fabulous prizes: the first prize, second prize, third prize, fourth prize, all valued at $500 each. You can get yourself a $500 BPL voucher. You can win $500 grocery at your food store. You can win $500 gas in your car, or you can win a $500 shopping spree in Shop Smart. A minimum purchase of only $25 of anything back to school at Shop Smart. Shop Smart, we've also got all of the spray ground backpacks that you need. Come on in, we've got you covered. And with the purchase of a spray ground backpack, you can get yourself 10 free books and 10 free folders. Come on in. Shop Smart is located right here at number 122 Mackey Street, and we're open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your shopping convenience. Or you can visit us on our website at shopsmart242.com.
And remember, as always, to shop early, to shop often, and to shop smart. I have to send a special shout out to my friends at Island Connect. I go to see them tomorrow. I have a standing Wednesday with them. I appreciate them so much. But I also need to send a special shout out to my friends at Kingsman Collection. Have you been to see the Kingsman yet?
Not yet.
You have to do everything in your power to become one of the Kingsmen. Yeah? Good stuff.
What prices they start at, man?
You don't worry about no price. You just go and you tell them Levin said.
Okay.
All right? And also, can I send a shout out to my NIB family? I love them so much. They're always so wonderful to me. They always help me to help poor people get things done. All right. Let me also send a special shout out to my Bahamas
NIB.
Power and Light family. You know someone over by NIB?
Now here's what I find.
You don't place them out.
No, listen. Here's what I find to be very interesting about what happened at NIB. I spent 6 years with Chase Mann Bank, 83 to 89. I spent 17 years or so between Barclays and First Caribbean. So altogether, I did about 23 years in banking. And NIB is saying they don't see no record of me and any contribution from those banks.
Wow.
How's that possible?
The people didn't pay it?
No, not the banks. They were paying. I understand that when they switched over their system, something happened, they say, during the Ingram era.
Wow.
Where they lost a lot of records. So now here it is. I'm almost 60.
You have a good contact?
And they say, I won't be able to get any kind
I am going to send you to my
benefit.
contact. I'm going to send you to my contact. I feel like I could help you. And when I send you to my contact, you will see why she is who she is and
23
why
years.
they keep.
They lost
giving her what
23
they
years of
giving her.
contribution?
You ain't hear me. Eh? Listen, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. If you believe, then believe also in me. So anyway, so
interesting.
NIB, special shout out to you all. BPL, my BPL family come through for me last week in a clutch spiritual advisor. The one thing I like is my friends who just break the rules for me. Too bad. Call it nepotism. I feel like how Sylvanus Petty feel. All of it is nepotism, right? Because what's the sense of having friends if you can't call them? And you know what I often tell people, spiritual advisor? I have friends in high places and I have friends in low places. But boy, I tell you, it's my friends in low places that I will not trade for money. Because they are the people that is get the things done. I'll tell you that. All right, so that's my BPL family, NIB family. Last but certainly not least among them, my Commonwealth Bank family. Man, I love them girls in Commonwealth Bank. And they're always so wonderful to me. And they're always so, I just don't know what to say about them. If I had plenty money, I would go in Commonwealth Bank every day. But because I don't have plenty money, I don't go every day. But whenever I do go, it's always such a wonderful time. And I particularly mean the girls over there at the Carmichael Road and Blue Hill Road intersection in the plaza there. They are fantastic. And they can do no wrong in my eye. And then, of course, my home branch, which is the Town Center Mall. I mean, I do not have English words to describe how wonderful they are.
Town Center Mall. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom Mile. So we ain't gonna talk about this little 10-point plan today. I really wanted to talk about the 10-point plan, but the people don't want me to keep talking.
Okay.
They say they want to hear what the people on the phone have to say. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Let's take another one. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you there? Turn the radio down.
You're live, caller.
Not me, I me.
Turn your radio down, caller.
Are you there, caller?
323-777-5698-775. Let's try it one more time. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Okay, let's try another one. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you there?
Good day. Hello? Are you there?
All right, let's take another one.
Mr. Miller.
Hey.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Mr. Miller, you had a man on your show by the name of Richard Johnson.
Correct.
Who told you that he was attacked by a man outside of the FNM headquarters while a meeting was taking place. I was told that he was arguing when he got drop kicked. And I was wondering why he was outside.
Yeah.
While the meeting was taking place inside.
Yeah.
And when he got drop kicked.
Yeah.
Why go inside to complain to Dr. Sands or Mr. Pentard?
He probably was like Jesus when he was passing through the crowd, right? And he might get kicked so hard, so fast, he ain't sure who kicked him. So he gone inside to ask, who kicked me?
Well, I don't know if he stumbled or he fall, right? But the fact is, the police station was just yards away.
Yeah.
And that's what Dr. Sands told him.
Yeah.
Go to the police and make a complaint.
Right.
Now he is on other talk shows, running his big mouth, blaming the FNM for everything.
For him getting kicked.
But he said he supports the leadership of the party. You don't have to call no name. If you say you support the leadership of the party, who is the leadership of the party?
The leader and his executive team.
But the leadership, who is the leadership?
And I'm telling you again, I don't want to keep repeating it because I can't find the clip yet, but I will. I know my team can find it. I could take you to the clip where Richard Johnson said that he tell me let go of the old ways and the this thing and the that thing. They had their convention.
I hear you all arguing.
I could find the clip. As soon as you see this, my team stop being busy, we can go look for that clip.
Mr. Miller, he's just like a person looking for, like Penland say, he don't want even cut bait. He need to get out of the boat.
Wow.
Well, it seems as if he did that.
And man to man is so unjust.
Yeah.
You even don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
And like Rodney Man can say, God save the king.
God save the king, caller. Thank you very much. And you know, spiritual advisor, what I love about Bahamians? Because only Bahamians know what is a drop kick.
That's deep.
Yeah, karate fellas know what is a jump
How you
kick.
just drop kick somebody? You just jump and kick them, right?
But that'll be a jump kick. But could anybody tell me what is a drop kick? Hello, caller. Caller, there?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Hi, good afternoon.
You sound like the woman who is campaigning with Bark-ass roll.
Yes, this is me.
You sound like her.
Yes, sir, this is me. Listen, I am going to support my Prime Minister, the whole team of the Prime Minister, Mr. Philip Ray Davis and his team. They are doing a wonderful job for this country.
Okay.
And they're trying to do things to keep the young boys them off the street. And I'd like to congratulate Ms. Glennis Tanner, Minister of Education, for a wonderful job that she has done, although the teachers are striking. There's another thing I want to talk about. Okay. Pintas said he wants to be a leader. He wants to be the Prime Minister. Why are Mr. Lincoln being Ali McIntosh? Why they can't sit down with the government? The government cannot do anything by themselves for this money. Why they can't all sit down with the Prime Minister or the PLP candidates and try to put something together to try and curb this crime in this country? One person cannot do that. Okay? And the thing about it is, they all want to be Prime Minister. They want their name be, I did that so. They want the human people to vote for them. But you can't do one thing I just say. You can't mind Lincoln B, because Lincoln B says he's going to give everybody in a house $100,000. Tell me how he's going to do that. The human people got to be careful. And these people will come by their house lying to them.
Yeah. So are you suggesting to me that the Prime Minister doesn't need to promise anything new?
Let me say this. My Prime Minister is doing a good job. The only thing they need to do now is tighten up on this front. And like I say, the PLP one cannot do that. Even the pastors need to come to the table. Everybody that wants to run needs to meet with the Prime Minister and give us different ideas. Yeah. But they don't want to.
Let me ask a question, caller, as relates to crime. Who has the power to change things?
The power of things. The government needs to change.
Right, who's the government?
The PLP government.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. All right.
But hold on.
We appreciate your call, because I don't know what you're running over the other stuff for.
Yes, we do know the PLP is the government. But you have other people that can give us ideas also.
Okay, so is the government listening?
It's perfect.
Right. So
everybody can come with their ideas.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
My PLP government 100%.
All right, caller. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Unlike you all, I do not believe any government is responsible for crime. In the Bahamas, that is. Because one person has the ultimate responsibility for crime, and that is the person whose crime plan we continue to follow. And I am of the view that at this present moment, looking at the numbers, they are doing a wonderful job at it. You realize that we only had 658 murders so far for the year. We almost in September. If we hold the line, on average, I give them 10 a month, right? That's the normal set of numbers around here. But if we hold the line from here, it's going to be difficult to hit 100. And 100 is the number to beat. So
that's what we're doing now?
Yes, of course that's what we're doing. Because when it's 150, we used to it.
We're trying to keep it under 100.
Yeah, when it's 150, we always trying to keep it beneath a certain number. So we'll get it to under 100, and then when we get it to that, we'll try to get it to under 70, and then we get it to that, we'll try to get it to under 50. But we have to pick a number. How else do you set goals, spiritual advisor?
That's deep, eh?
What's deep about it?
We just don't
it's
kill.
elementary. What's it?
We don't kill 80. We don't kill 70.
Right. So we've been killing over 100 for a decade. Let's see if we could pull the number to under 100. We will review that strategy, see what works, and see if we could pull the number to under 70. If that works, we'll review that. And so you have to have targets. No? All right. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
Miller.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm fantastically well.
Good, Mr. Spiritual Advisor.
Good afternoon.
I have a big surprise for you, Mr. Miller.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things
that I may not know.
There are some places that I can't go. But I am sure
of this one thing.
My God
is real, for I can feel Him in my soul. Oh yeah, you might sing the next piece with me. My God is. You can stop there. What you gonna say? My God is real.
My God is real.
Oh yes.
He's
real in my soul. Real in my soul.
My God is real.
For He has washed and made me whole.
His love for me.
Oh, it's just like pure gold.
It's like pure gold.
And you know what? My God is real, for I could feel Him in my soul. Oh, you're touching my Cheche God in me now.
Mr. Miller, this Joseph wife.
Hello, Joseph wife. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you're flaring up my Cheche God in me now. Hey, caller. Caller, you there? 323-7775. Hello, caller. Oh, my God is real. For
Hello.
I can feel Him. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm fantastically well. How are you?
I'm fine to you, man. Mr. Roll.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, man?
Doing well.
I agree with you say early part in the show. You know, you asked Mr. Miller what he getting paid. But Mr. Roll, I can be honest with you.
Okay.
This man, he all mix up. He wasting the Kong solid.
Which man?
Mr. Miller.
Oh.
He is not a straightforward man.
Wow.
Because I hear him listen, when people call the show they want to sing, he won't sing just like them. Why he can't start singing? And to be honest with you, Mr. Roll, he's doing a good job, but he talk too much. When you're trying to get something to him, he button in your business. Come on, Mr. Roll, listen to this man. You tell this man, he on promise. He supposed to get something.
Yeah.
Everybody go to church and praise to God. He praising to everybody, politician. And none of them is powerful in God, man.
Wow.
This is true.
Stop that, Mr. Miller. Stop it, man. You're doing a good job, but stop it praising everybody for money.
I shall repent and do my voice wake over. He sure told me. Wow. Anyway, 323-777-569-8775. The one thing I'd like for them to do is ask any politician if I ever ask them for anything. I know my daddy is. My daddy in Lakeview. And the one time a politician tell me, boy, we can take care of you, take care of me. I want a boyfriend and my daddy in Lakeview. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hi, good. Caller, you know where my daddy is?
Lakeview.
God can tell you that. What you got for me today?
Okay, so we trying to figure out how to solve crime, correct?
Sure. What you got?
We can go in everybody's home, and we can put some chip in their head and tell them crime is bad, and they can follow that, and they can not kill or steal or do anything to do with crime.
Yeah. That might actually work. Because your brain records while you're sleeping, right? So we can just let the government put a microphone,
A microchip.
in everybody's house and say, "This is the government of the Bahamas. You do not want to do crime. You will wake up tomorrow morning and crime will be the furthest thing from your mind." And let's see if it works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Until we can get into the mind of people, that's the only way where you can put one man and say he can stop crime, or like Mr. Miller said, keep it to 100 or keep it to 50.
Yeah.
You know, we dealing with humans that wake up in the morning and say, this today to kill someone. You know, it's very hard. However, there are things that we can put inside and put in place to try to mitigate and give them a little bit more stoppage.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I often wonder how many police officers are employed in Nassau and situated in Nassau. How much do you think it is?
I don't know, but I think the total count when the commissioner announced last was like 2,800 or something like that. There ain't plenty police.
2,800. And how many main roads do we have?
And plenty. About 2,800.
East Street?
About 2,800.
2,800 main road?
I know how much main. You say main road or road?
Main road.
Oh, East Street, Blue Hill Road, the highways. Bay Street. We call them Pinewood Gardens Road as a main road.
Yeah, we can do Charles Sanders.
Okay, Charles Sanders, Prince Charles, Eastern Road, so Shirley Street, and Wolf Road, eh?
Okay.
That sounds about all.
You count about 10.
Yeah.
Let's say 10.
Yeah.
2,800 divided by 10 is 280 police officers on every main road a day. How many times have you passed the main road and you don't see any police officers?
A lot of times, but I would also say, and I have to say that I noticed this week particularly, the police this week, I don't know what was happening, but I saw plenty police car. I actually to celebrate seeing the police. So I saw plenty police car this week. They must be having a good week.
You ain't know why?
No, you have to tell me.
Because they give no ticket.
Or they giving no ticket. But that's police.
They on the road giving no ticket. Every end of the month, you could almost clock it. You can see the police officers.
Yeah, but that is policing, isn't it?
It is a form and it's an area of police. But if you have a whole pie of 100% and you only focus on 10% every end of the month,
yeah. So you said they need to broaden their scope, is what you're saying?
Have police present, like real police present on the main road. So if something happened through the alley, it's easy to get to through the corner.
Yeah, I believe that, and I've actually said before that I think they need to do it with cyclists. Cyclists could get to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember at one point somebody, I can't remember specifically who it was, they had where you can build these police huts where you have like 2-person police on every like different red lights or whatever it is, you know, like that.
Yeah. Cuba has some of that. I think South Korea does
if
as
that
well.
will help or that will work. However, we need to do something else.
North Korea.
What is the plan? This current plan isn't working. What is the plan?
But the plan isn't not working, Gola. That's not good English.
Let me not say that. That's true.
Right, because crime, including murder, is down.
Right.
So you can't say the plan isn't working.
Spiritual advisor, you are correct. Ann Miller, you are correct. It's down. If you're looking at, we're trying to get lower than 100 people killed.
Right.
Right. If I have a financial goal, let's say this year I said I want to have more than $1,000 in the account.
Right.
It does not mean that if I got 1,001, I'm happy. Correct.
But agreed. Yes. But did you meet the primary target? Right.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Because I got 1,001.
Right, and that's something to celebrate. You could celebrate
and
that.
Agreed.
Okay.
That is something to celebrate. Let's celebrate it. But I won't. If I could have made it to 2,000, I would celebrate even more. I'll say, my God, I really exceed this.
No, and I get you, caller. But when you get to
Okay.
1,000, here's what getting to 1,000 gives you an opportunity to do. Look at the strategy, see what you did, see where you may have been able to do a little bit or something differently, because you may have been putting hardship on yourself that was unnecessary. Or you may have been squandering where it wasn't necessary. But the only way to know that is to evaluate the strategy that you use.
Am I going to... Okay, so what if my date is January 1st?
Mm-hmm.
And that is when I do it.
Right.
But I can see from June, May, that, listen, I could have changed my strategy a little bit.
Yeah.
Why wait?
No, I agree. You still there, caller?
Yes, I'm here.
No, I agree. But I'm saying, if we look at the numbers that were and the numbers that are, the numbers are better. But before you go, I want to ask you this question, caller. Why I need no politician? Because my daddy where?
In Lakeview.
And I want no boyfriend. Anyway, this is Freedom March. Thank you so much for your time. Our time is gone. We'll see you again tomorrow.
If it's the Lord's will.